Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Well, this is my team associated RC10B3 Buggy. I've had this thing for a long time. I did have it up for sale for a while. No bites even as a roller. Go figure. So I'm keeping her. So anyways, with all the trade deals I've been doing lately, I've been getting my hands on some pretty cool stuff that actually works awesome. I got a Traxxas waterproof servo in here. It's a 2056, and last night I picked up some more stuff, and one of which was an XL5 Traxxas waterproof ESC. So I still got to get my hands on a good receiver, radio of course, and I need to get my steering hooked up, and a buddy of mine may have the parts for that for me. And so in the meantime, I thought I'd show you where I'm at. I'm still with the stock motor that came with it. I don't know if it's the original stock motor, but it's a 540 motor that came with the machine. I did actually test out, in case you did see that video last night, my Titan 12 turn that came with this ESC. This thing actually fires up, so it may be good. And the low-C motor, the original motor, actually brushed version out of my low-C Rockstar, which this thing fires up. It had blown capacitors on the wires, so not a big deal. Can always get around that problem. So I don't have a fully charged battery here, but I wanted to show you where I was at with this thing so far. And I've got for now hooked up a Lighthawk Challenger boat radio and receiver so I can power this stuff up. And I've got a 3800 milliamp NIM pack because this thing, the ESC is actually set up for NIM right now. So I thought I'd fire this thing up for you guys and show you at least where we're at. We have steering. I got a sticky trigger on this thing. So we've got our steering on our servo. And we do have motors. Look at them tires blowing out. That's pretty good. So we are definitely making some progress here, but I thought I'd share this much of it right now with you guys, just to let you know what I'm up to with this machine. I'm still going to have to, like I said, get the steering set up. I've got to replace the shocks on these. The shocks themselves are fine. The springs are pretty beat. And I've got to pull the A-arms off and unstiffen them because they've been sitting a long time. You know, like I can drop that down and it'll pretty much stay there. So the arms are really super stiff. So I'm going to have to pull the pins out, clean all that stuff up, free them up, and I got to get replacement springs. Or what I might do is I'm going to go into Future Shop and take a look at the Traxxas Slash shocks, as well as some other ones they have there, and see about the mounts, if they're going to be the same setup. And if they are, then I'll just replace all 4 shocks with all brand new Traxxas stuff when I get the money, because that's going to be an oucher. That's about 70 bucks for the ones I'm looking at Future Shop that are in stock anyway. I'll want to put a good quality shock on these regardless onto this machine. Now, to mount the ESC, this was the interesting part, is I had to actually modify my chassis a little bit. I was actually going to just cut the nibs off the ESC, but I thought, you know, I need those mounting nibs there just in case I ever take this controller out and put it into something different. I would actually want to have those mount holes available to me in a different machine down the road if I had to change it. So I took a box cutter knife, heated the blade up with my mini torch, and slice and dice. Put some Velcro in there. So I've got good strong black Velcro that's going to stay. And it didn't protrude out the side of the body much at all. And I didn't mind doing that little mod to save my mounts. The other thing I did have to do, but this is an old shell, so I didn't care because I want to get this thing running one way or another. Let me just unplug this. Tuck all that junk inside. I was going through all my parts today, and I definitely am going to have to wait for my buddy to come up with the parts that he has for me, and see if we can make something work. But to put my shell back on, get that there. Where'd my fin go? There it is. Fin goes in here. But this actually is going to work out once the battery cables are all out of the way. I hate these stupid little tag things. There we go. So, a little modification to the body shell, and I was able to close the shell. Without doing this, there was no way I was going to close the shell with this controller on it. And I also didn't feel like spending, you know, $75, $80 on a replacement original controller. It's like, I've got the parts, it's all brushed, we're all good to rock and roll. What's a little bit of a mod job, you know? And besides, I can also pick up replacement shells. I'm going to actually pick up a brand new shell when I can. And I will custom cut it a lot better, of course, than this, but at least I know what I'm into for a pattern. And I'll be able to, you know, reduplicate that, but a lot cleaner job. And then I'll take the time, sand all this down nice and smooth, and then of course give that shell a really nice custom paint job with the airbrush. So, but in the meantime, I've talked about this thing a few times here and there in videos, and I thought I'd show you where I'm actually at with this thing, and that's where I'm at. Now my rear suspension does actually work really well. It's just this front stuff that I gotta fix that. So, but I want to restore this buggy as newish as I can. Still going to pick up some replacement tires that are stock, but I'm also going to want to see what I can find out there, unless somebody knows, please tell me, for full replacement front and backs that have more traction on them. Like these are going to be good, like the fronts, I like these. They're going to be good on here, but they are very, very soft rubber, and the foam filled is very nice. But I want something more of a road tire that I'm not going to start ripping these little titties off of the tires. You know, I want to have some tires that will last longer. And so far with everything I've been picking up and what's in my collection, I've got nothing that fits this thing for tires and rims. So I want to do something there. And plus, like I said, I am going to buy a full set of brand new originals. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Traxxas parts are cool. It's not like I need to waterproof this thing, but the parts are already waterproof and they're available to be used in my machine, so I'm really good with that. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video.